Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm finally here to share with you my thoughts on Zoya's Barefoot collection, which is their summer 2019 release. This is currently available. You can pick them up individually right now, or you can pick up the bundle set. And in that bundle, you get nail polish remover, 12 Zoya wide or Z wide brushes, I should say. You also get 2 lipsticks along with the 12 polishes in this collection. I gotta say, I don't talk about makeup on my channel too often. I mean, rarely. I don't even think I ever really do. But those lipsticks from Zoya are actually pretty darn good. They're really, really comfortable on the lips. My favorite is Addie. That is not one that is included in the collection or in the bundle collection set, but if you're interested in trying their lipsticks, this might be a great way to do that. Now that we got the business side of things out of the way, let's move on to the review. First up is Jodi. This is a light warm cream pink. I got it opaque in 3 coats because I found that at 2 coats I saw some low spots, so I wanted to cover those up, and at 3 coats it did just that. If you go in with a thicker second coat or you have shorter nails than I do, I think 2 coats is all you're going to need, but for me, for this one, I did need 3. Next up is TESSA. This is a warm peach with warm gold and coral micro glitter, and that glitter actually does show up on the nail. It's not like tulip where you have to look closely or you need to be in certain lighting to see it. This you can actually see on your nail. Now, you're not going to notice it from far away, so if you need to be in a conservative setting with no glitter, this is not going to be an issue, I don't think, at least. The formula on this is slightly more sheer than the standard Zoya formula, and I think that's due to the added elements in this. So I went in with 3 coats, and 3 coats brought me to full opacity. The other one out in this collection to me is KEIRA. This looks like a root beer float in a nail polish bottle, and every time I look at it, that's what I think of, and in turn, that's what it makes me crave. It's kind of this medium taupe color, and it has copper shimmer in it. I found that with this one, I could make out my nail lines with 2 coats, so I did throw on that 3rd coat. Again, personal preference, your application style is all going to come into play. So for this one, 2 to 3 coats. Zoya did add a shimmer in this collection, and this one is MARCY. They are describing this as a hot coral, and when I look at this, I don't really see coral. I see more of a hot tomato type of red. Now, because this is a shimmer, you can see brush strokes, so if you don't like that, maybe you want to sponge on the polish on that last coat, or maybe you want to avoid this polish altogether. Either way, this has a super, super smooth formula, almost like a jelly, and I went in with 3 coats for this one. Next up is LIZA. This is kind of like a rosy pinky color. This actually reminded me a lot of Zoya's MONROE that was released not too long ago, sometime in 2018 I believe, but this one does have more pink tones to it, and that one has more of a berry tone to it, and I'll go ahead and throw up a comparison photo so you guys can see the difference. But this does have that beautiful, rich, opaque formula that we know Zoya can come out with. So for this one, I only needed 2 coats. ROBBIE is next. This is a raspberry with gold flakes in there, and I'm so excited to see those gold flakes. The formula on this was a bit on the thick side, and not thick in the way that I usually think of Zoya polishes being thick, but I think it's coming from the flakies in here, so it's adding a bit of substance. Does that even make any sense? Either way, it was easy to apply, and I got it opaque in 2 coats. Next up is DACEY. This is a very bright pink. It looks like it's about to go neon, but I wouldn't actually consider this to be a neon polish. I don't think it glows in that way, but it's definitely bright. Kind of reminds me of a Barbie pink. I found that at 2 coats there were some low spots. I really do believe if I had gone in with a thicker second coat, that wouldn't have been an issue at all. So for this one, 2 to 3 coats. 3 coats if you have longer nails, I think. Shorter nails or medium length nails, I think you'll be safe with 2. Zoya's given us another purple. This one is it's more of a red based purple, and the formula on this was so good. Application was so easy. I did initially think that this was going to be very comparable to some other purples that Zoya has recently released. However, when I compared the ones that most closely looked like I didn't find that any of them actually were the same. I compared it to Donnie, which I felt had less blue in it than but then I also compared it to Yvette, which Zoya did recently release, and that one has a ton more blue in it. Either way, I do still feel like this is more of a red base purple, and the formula is amazing. Opaque in 2 coats. I have just 4 more here to talk about. This next one is Walker. This is a beautiful bright blue cream. The formula is less opaque than I was expecting. I thought this was going to have that rich Zoya formula, and it doesn't. I did need 2 coats, and I did achieve full opacity at 2 coats, so the formula is not horrible by any means. Just not as opaque as I was expecting. This does have that kind of weird, funky blue polish smell, so if you're not a fan of that, do take note of that. It doesn't affect the application or the polish itself. It's just the way some blue pigments are. I initially opened the package for this collection and saw Walker. I was reminded of Sia, so I did go ahead and compare the two for you guys. I recently picked up Sia in Zoya's Earth Day sale this year, and they are 2 different polishes. Completely 2 different polishes. Walker is much brighter. Next up is ELENI. This is a light, bright aqua blue cream. It could be a 2-coater. I did 3 coats. I think I should have just pushed that 2nd coat a little further, maybe added a little bit more polish to my brush, and it would have been good to go at 2 coats. But for me, I did need 3 coats for this one. This is very different from Zoya's blue. I think so different. I didn't even need to compare the two. This has a lot more of that aqua tone to it, kind of that greenish tone to it, whereas Zoya's blue just looks like a baby blue, like a newborn baby blue polish. Finally, Zoya included a yellow polish, and I am so excited. This is B. It's a light yellow. The formula on this is fantastic for a yellow. I got it opaque in 3 coats. It could have been a 2-coater if I would have just pushed that 2nd coat a little further. Man, you guys, this is so stinking cute. So stinking cute. Let's see if this one smells. This doesn't have that weird smell like, I think it was Daisy. Was it Daisy? No, it was Darcy. Darcy, I think, had a kind of a funky polish smell, kind of like the blues. This one does not. And lastly is Dallas, which is a topper, so it does have a clear base, and it's filled with silver metallic glitter and also white matte glitters that are in a variety of sizes. I think the balance of base and glitter in here is perfect. They're not skimping on the glitter, which we do find from Sinful Colors. Sometimes they like to give you a whole lot of base, but not a lot of glitter. That's not the case for this one. I actually feel like the balance is 50-50. It's really good. This was really easy to apply. I just went ahead and applied 1 coat over ELENI and then 1 coat over B, and I felt like it gave me the perfect amount of glitter. I could have gone in with a 2nd coat with it if I wanted more glitter, but I didn't. I didn't want to do that. I liked it at just 1 coat. Without a doubt, this is my favorite collection coming from Zoya in the last year. I loved so many of these polishes. I have 5 favorites here. I tried to pare it down some more, but I didn't know which polish I was going to sacrifice, so I just kept them all to share with you guys. The first one is Walker. I love this bright blue cream. These colors always seem to get me. I mean, I have plenty of them. I mean, they're not all of the same, but they're all kind of that bright blue, and I still fall for them every single time, and I don't think I've ever seen it on a person that it didn't look good on. The next one is B. You guys know how I feel about yellows, and this one just makes me so stinking excited. It's so cute. It's so cute. And I'm so happy that Zoya decided to throw in a yellow this go around. I feel like this probably would have been a good spring polish, but I mean, better late than never. I also really enjoyed ELENI. I like this kind of aqua blue, this really light blue color. I don't have too many of these, so this kind of stands out in my collection, even though I don't really feel like this is the first time I'm ever seeing this type of color in a polish. And the last 2 are Jodi. It's just so stinking cute. I mean, this is going to be perfect for any occasion, whether it's conservative or maybe you're going out on a date. I don't know. And the last one is Dallas, which is the topper. This is so cute. I think it's so versatile too because you have white and you have silver, and those colors go with so many colors. So those are my favorites. Let me know which ones were your favorites. Let me know if you're going to pick it up. I'm going to leave a link down below for that bundle set if you're interested in picking that up. That will be in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!